Good evening, everyone. Hi, my name is Rajendra Bhatia, and I am here to discuss the most expected questions for NID in drawing. Friends, I am representing Creative Edge, which is a subsidiary of Top Rankers. Now, where are we standing? NID examination is on January 8th, 11 days to go from now, 10 topics according to me to be covered. If you have already covered them, please revise them. Let us have a smart coverage. Quality learning, hitting the bullseye in one attempt. We can do it. Nay, you can do it. Friends, topic according to me for preparations are human figures, portrait, face expression, and yes, you can have the emotions depicted in the expressions. Number two, the second day, no, you can choose your day as per your priorities. But the second topic that I would like to tell you is 3D composition, sciography. Now, this word may be sounding a little different. Object with material depiction. Sciography is the science of light, shade, and shadow. Then comes a topic of sequential drawing. For product design, customized and futuristic design. Friends, product design could be asked in different ways. Like, how do you want to see your city in 40 years from now? So that will go as a futuristic design. Maybe they give you a very, very fictitious question and then they ask about it. One more topic that has always been of great importance is story writing and boarding. In other words, storytelling. Friends, book cover design, stem design, poster design, these are other areas where you should focus yourself. Unconventional uses of a given product. That is one way you also can say that you're designing a product. Like that is the inspiration part of it with unconventional uses. An imaginary scene that is a 1 point perspective, 2 point perspective, three, there is no 4 point perspective, mind you. There could be a 5 point perspective or multiple point perspective. Like um, multiple point perspective could be a die sent in the thrown in the air and it rotates and come back and you have to design 5 different position of the playing dice. That was one of the question in NID earlier. Okay, and a graphical depiction of a word or emotion. That is another way NID do ask you some of the question. Visualizing a depiction of by changing the point of view. So what they do is give you one of the sketches and you have to draw it from different views. Friends, here I want to tell you one thing. I may be giving you 10 topics. You take your weaker topic for more number of hours. I don't say more number of days, more number of hours. If you are weaker at imaginary scene creation, which always is a part of your competitive exam, do spend more number of hours for imaginary drawings. Rest of these question can be covered maybe 2 questions or 2 topics in a day's time. So judicially divide your 11 days so that you could devote maximum time for where the area of weakness is there and divide less time for where you think that you can solve the question spontaneously. However, practicing all these 11 days is a must. Real practice. Don't look at the things and say that you know it. Try to take a watch, maybe have a stopwatch as well as an alarm setup for each question that you draw during these 11 days. so that you improve onto the speed. Speed has been one of the largest niche area of problem with most of the candidates. Okay, let us get on with some of these um, topics and their explanation. Human figures, everybody knows that the portrait, face, expression, etc. do a lot of practice through stick figures. You can know the stick figure from here. I'll run my cursor onto the stick figure. You come to know this is the stick figure. These are um, stick for a mother and a child. And that same thing has been given in an enlargement. So do make a stick figure before the enlargement as well as separately, as if that becomes your key sketch. Okay, so two stick figure, one for the real sketch and one as the key sketch before starting. Next one, a 3D composition, cyography is one way of explaining it. Object with material depiction. For example, there could be a question saying that you depict a cone, a cuboid, a cylinder, and a, a mug made up of paper, glass, wood, and steel. So what the examiner will look forward for: proportion, scale, perspective, light, shade, and shadow. That is where I say cyography, connectivity, and placement. That is very important. Do not throw away one object away from the rest of the object. They should be connected. They should be overlapping each other and still showing their credentials. Friends, next one I would like to tell you: sequential drawing. Not exactly like this. Sequential drawing should also be given a labeling, although the drawing should be self-explanatory. Diagram of processes like vegetable soup making, that's what I have depicted here. Tea making, noodle making, ATM operating, cycle puncture making, car wheel changing, etc., etc., etc. So you practice those sequential drawing, but remember, a proportionate sequential drawing will fetch better marks than just a sketch. Friends, now coming on to most expected question, the product design, the customized and futuristic. Here is a futuristic design question solved by me. The salient feature we will read it into the takeaway. Derive best from all categories and assemble them in your key sketches. Finalize one of them. Now the question was for this sketch: taking inspiration from a human, an animal, or a plant, or both, and an automobile. Design a robot that can perform all routine works of an efficient servant in the house that a normal man may not do that effectively. So first thing that you might have noticed, that despite taking all the ideation or ideas, you should at least be able to give 3 to 4 key sketches, probables, and then derive one out of them, maybe make necessary changes from the rest of the key sketches also. Now, as you see this key sketch, I've taken chameleon's tongue, that is for taste and to catch prey. Dog's nose, which can smell from a long distance. Eagle's eye, again can see from a long distance. Deer's ear, that can hear from a long distance. Giraffe's neck. Lizard's trunk. Human's 5 fingers hand with claws of lizard. Water lily's leaf for swimming. Cheetah's rear legs. Up horn, the horn of a automobile, and then headlights also from automobile, then 16 wheels, 8 in each leg from automobile attached to motors. Then sensors and buttons are also shown here. Try to explain your sketch as much as you have done the detailing of the sketch, because these questions are not simple. They carry quite a lot of marks, and you should be able to practice quite a lot of futuristic questions or maybe fictitious situation question, and try to label them. Do not hesitate to label them within the sketch. Don't worry, because an explanation is as important as the whole sketch. Story writing and boarding, where to practice them. Forget the old and orthodox story of thirsty crow using pebbles to lift the level of water. My today's smart crow will break the earthen pot with his sharp beak and drink water like this, like what has been depicted here. Now take away practice sketch by changing a story. Do not go with the old story, because you will find so many sketches, and this is only the practice. They may not ask you to give a story of by changing your childhood story. No, but that is how best you can practice. Okay, there are a few more notes over here if you somebody has noticed it. Tortoise and rabbit story, the monkey and the crocodile story, dog and water in the well, okay, or lion and the water in the well, and monkey and cats, that is dividing the bread. Friends, that is about the practice, but then you should also have a very linguistic command over some of the words, because generally the question in NID comes by giving you some of the words, and you have to use the word in telling the story. That means you need to write the story and then picturize it. That means you have to sketch the story. Book cover designing, stamp and poster designing. Now I am covering all of them into one, but please remember, they are different identity and they are differently done. This design of poster will become only 40% of actual required book cover. Now I'm talking two things together. Poster design, what I have given you. Book cover design will have the front cover, the back cover, and the spine. As well as some of you can use the dust jacket of the book cover. So these are two things I'm talking together here. And what are the points that are to be noticed in a poster design are also the point to be noticed for a book cover design. Most of the candidates, they make a mistake of taking only the front cover as the book cover design. Do not do that. You need to do a back cover as well as the spine. The spine is a very important aspect of the book cover. Unconventional uses and different views. In a product design, you can take unconventional uses as a separate question, and in a product design, the same unconventional use could also be the initiation of a complete product design. Try fetch ideas from different situations, practice speed sketching, try taking sketches from different angles, make different views like ghost view, exploded views, cut section, etc., while presenting a product design. Now, this is how you should present your product. Do not just make the product like this and present it, because that will not fetch you even 30% marks. The detailing, give a ghost view. I haven't given a ghost view here. It is only the exploded view that I have given with this spray bottle. Okay. And then the inspiration part, that is the unconventional use of a water bottle that has been shown here. But yes, you can derive ideas from there for a product design. At times, the question could be directly unconventional uses of water bottle, maybe unconventional uses of your eraser, your pencil, your stapler, and you should find out a lot of word for each and um, every object that you think might be um, in the exam, and try practicing. More the ideas are developed, more number of unconventional uses you will be able to give. An imaginary scene creation, 1 point, 2 point, 3 point, 5 point, or multiple point perspective. I have given a couple of examples here. One of the example that I'm giving you here is a very fictitious. Size reduced to 6 centimeter due to eating of a cake, which was designed by one of scientists, a lady scientist. Eating a cake might reduce your size to 6 centimeter, but the question or the challenge given to the candidates was that you have to design the whole sketch from your point of view, and your size has been reduced to 6 centimeter. So you are lying down here, apart from your head, rest of the things you can see, and a normal size scientist girl is trying to lift you up. So this was the scene created here. In the other one, question was creating a drawing room or 2-point perspective with human figure. A graphical depiction of word or emotion, visualizing a depiction by changing the, this is the last point that I want to cover today. And I've taken an example of year before last question. Friends, this was the question and you were supposed to draw it from the other point of view. Likewise, you take up and do not forget to give a well labeled diagram when you are giving the answer. Even label the reference picture, because this is what you're going to depict here. And do not hesitate to label the diagram right in the answer copy. That's how I believe that you can really prepare in 11 days time to the best of your capacity. Can we quickly go into some of the questions asked by these people? Shekhar asking, sir, are you going to start UCEED classes for 2023? Yes, Shekhar, we will be starting them very shortly and you will get the notice. I'm sure you have subscribed our channel. Firstly, know about our upcoming course right now. In fact, the course has already started, but since we are giving you the course has started from 25th December, NID 11 days master class. You can have your preparation of NID exam, live classes, 2 mock tests with video analysis, access to the recorded lectures. That's where you can depend on. The price is only 1,999. Test and assignment will be given. Friends, you can enroll through 76765 64400, that is 00. 7676564400. You will have more notification. I'm sure you have already joined my channel and subscribed it. And well, we will be giving you more information regarding upcoming. Thank you very much for being with me. I'm sure this will be of great help to you. Contact us and join us as quickly as possible. You will have live session plus recorded session.